how do we eventually arrive at iThrive, or what became iThrive? We basically had prototypes, as Daniel indicated, a big sort of racetrack postboard to talk about our idea of the race course and the rite of passage. Was licensed to thrive was our metaphor concept of here we're going to give a whole program to young adults about how are you going to learn, just as you would learn to drive. You'd have to take a class, you'd have practice sessions with your doctor or a health coach, and then you get a license. So here too, you get a certificate saying you are now, you know everything you need to know to be able to take responsibility for your own care. So that was what we were working with. And we actually brought in one of the patients who we'd interviewed and who's, what she told us before had contributed to that idea. And just in talking with her about our prototype, so again, not just the idea, but the actual thing that we created, it came out in conversation that she'd taken a course where she'd been asked to track her sleep. Just very basic, each day, when did you go to bed, when did you wake up, how do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10? And that ultimately was sort of the source of the idea that we built out at iThrive. So really it was feedback from a patient, from a user, about one of our physical prototypes, which itself had been based on what she and others had told us. And I think, as Daniel said, I think we'd been playing with this idea of sort of health tracking apps, and as we got into it more, we realized that there's a lot of them out there, that this is sort of a quickly growing space. But again, it was just based on this one insight that for this person, sleep had been so important, and she learned just by this basic activity of tracking once or twice a day for a pretty short period, her energy level and her sleep. She learned that, well, actually, I do a lot better in terms of my energy if I get, I think it was 7 or 8 hours of sleep consecutively instead of, 2 shorter periods during the day. And that one thing helped her thrive more with everything.